Hey ladies, it's the PPP Podcast with your host Moneyy, the lounge for the poised, paid, and prospering woman. Has everything you need in female entrepreneurism. In the lounge, let me take you through my sizable risks, tremendous rewards, and greatest challenges that established my career, as well as the balance I had to initiate while still remaining poised, paid, and prosperous. Female ran, enterprises are steadily growing all over the world, contributing to household incomes and the growth of national economies. I will walk us through the successes of the fashion, apparel, and retail industries at the highest levels. Grow with me, ladies. Without further delay, here's another amazing episode of the PPP Podcast. Hey, you guys, we're back again with another one. Guys, can you believe I've been doing podcasts for now 2 months? 8 weeks. Oh my God. This has been 8 whole weeks. That's such a journey. You know? Thank you for your continued support if you have been listening to my pod since day 1 or week 2. Listen, I'm just appreciative. I don't know who's listening, but if you are listening, thank you. I greatly appreciate you. I don't even know how to look up the listeners, and I haven't even thought about doing it. Someone had asked me, like, can you see how many people are listening? I was like, personally, I don't care. I said, because if I'm worrying about how many people are listening, then I'll get discouraged possibly. So we're never going to worry about who's watching and who's listening. We're just going to keep doing it because someone's listening. Okay? Message. But yes, you guys, this is episode 8. And if you've been here again since the beginning, thank you. And if you're just tuning in, go check out my older pods and continue on this journey with me. It's a safe place. This lounge is for the poised, the paid, and the prospering woman. One man, It's for ladies and gentlemen. It's for people with ears and a brain. But today, you guys, I was kind of like not really knowing what I wanted to talk about, but I said, you know what? I want to talk about reputations. Why did I pick this topic? Well, I don't know, because the conversation, I just be having random conversations and I just say, like, I haven't created a skeleton plan of, okay, I'm going to talk about this and then I'm going to talk about this next week. Like, no, this is me being raw. I told y'all I'm being transparent. So I base my pods off of like either someone recommends a topic or day-to-day life conversations. What is current? I told y'all this is entertainment, current events, news, whatever you want to call it, education purposes, but I'm not teaching anything. I am informing you guys about my entrepreneur lifestyle and my journey. So I want to talk about reputations. And we're not going to talk about mine in particular, but just reputations in a whole, right? So let me get you know what I had started doing with the beginning when I would talk about a topic, right? I was referencing back to Google, like I was telling you guys the definition of what Google said, and I kind of stopped doing that, but I actually liked that in the beginning, like giving you guys a real definition, from Google, and I stopped doing that. So we're going to do it now. Reputation meaning. Okay. So it says reputation, the beliefs or opinions that are genuinely held about someone or something. A widespread belief that someone or something has a particular habit or characteristic. Those are the nouns. Let's see. And, it's just basically, to me, I just feel like your reputation is just basically like your character, like, the same thing. I always say the same thing, but it's just like your character, like, it's your name. It's just like, if you got a good reputation, then hey, you got a good name out here in this world. So they say. If you got a bad reputation, then, you got a bad reputation. So others say. But personally, I just feel like this is a judge-free zone. Fuck what people think. And I mean that, and I say that in the most respectful, humble way. I don't care what nobody thinks of me. If I cared what people thought of me, I would probably have no hair, no edges, and I probably wouldn't be who I was if I cared what the next person thought. It's a thought. Okay, bye-bye. It came and it went. And if it's still there, kudos to you. Keep thinking whatever you're thinking, well, whether it's good or bad. I personally don't care. I appreciate it all. Thank you. Thank you that you thought of me. Silly with a kiss. Thank you so much. That's just kind of how I feel about things. Like, I told y'all in a previous episode, like, the only person's opinion that I truly care about is my mother's. And, it's like, it's still 50-50 because I'm my own woman. So, yes, I want to make her proud. And yes, I'm doing that. But shit is things I do that don't make her proud. Okay, it's done. We can't take it back. We just got to do better. And that's how I live my life. I'm not living with regret. I'm just like, I learned from it. It is what it is. We live to learn. That's what life is about. If we all came out of the womb and had it all written in stone and had this blueprint on how we were supposed to live our life, that'd be one boring life. They always have to have like someone to be the outcast, someone to do something different, someone to be like, nah, this ain't it. I probably would have always been the one that was just like, nah, something ain't right. I know that my life was not supposed to be this boring. And that's kind of how I became an entrepreneur, because I'm just like, there's no way. There's no way God took his good old time making me and just said that, oh, I'm going to live the American dream. That was so boring to me. I need spice. I need spontaneousness. I just need extraness in my life. I'm extra. So I need extraness. Like, I could not do it. That shit was getting boring. It was getting too boring. So I needed to do something that was going to stress me out. Put some spice in my life. Whether it's dating, whether it's work, whether it's food, whether it's help, tips, or whatever the thing may be, whatever choice avenue it is, I just need spice. It has to be a little bit different. It can't be what I'm used to or the norm, I shall say. But back to reputations. And I remind you guys again, we're not going to no chronological order. I'm here on a pod. This is my safe place. So we're just talking. We're just here. So sometimes I do drift away and, talk about other things. But I'm not about to be serious all day, every day. No. Why so serious? Not doing this. This is not a job. This is a hobby. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your feedback. Leave me a review. But no, seriously, you guys. Reputations. So why I wanted to talk about reputations. I was talking to one of my friends, and two things happened. Just like me personally, right? Just growing and just wanting to advance, just thinking about like my rep. I'm like, I have a great reputation outside. I have a great reputation in the world. I have more good on my resume reputation than bad. Yes, I got bad shit on my whatever we want to call it, resume reputation. I don't care. My good outweighs my bad. I'm not out here doing people wrong. I know people that just wake up and do people wrong. Just do wrong shit every day and then justify why they're doing wrong. Like, well, if God told me to do this, or God is giving me these resources to do this bad shit, then it's right. Nah, I live a righteous life. I always feel like you reap what you sow, and whatever you put into the universe is what you get back. So that's why I kind of wanted to talk about reputations, aside from me having a conversation with a associate, and he was just kind of basically like saying how he doesn't do certain things because it reflects, family members or whatever the case may be. And so with me, like I say, the only person that I feel like I care about is, and that sounds so harsh. I care about other people, but not enough to be like, I'm watching what I'm doing because, it's going to be a reflection of them. No, I'm a reflection of myself. I'm my own woman. I'm 28 years old. Whatever bed I make, I have to lay in it. Not my mother, not my father, not my stepfather, like nobody but me. So whatever I do is a reflection of me. And like I told him, I was like, at the end of the day, right or wrong, or I'm not going to say right or wrong, but good or bad, my mom's going to stick beside me. Now, is she going to amen or agree with the bad shit I do or the things that she don't consider to be good? Because shit, some things that I might think is okay to do, she might be like, no, that's not okay to do. So it's just her opinion. But she's still gonna side with me, She's still gonna stick beside me. I'm her daughter. And that's what she's supposed to do. She's gonna tell me when I'm wrong, you was wrong for that. But, I understand. So that's kind of how I feel about it. Like people and their reputations is just like, it's your choice. Your actions are a reflection of you. So if you want to do whatever it is that you want to do, I'm not judging you because I don't care. It's not putting any money in my pockets. So personally, I don't care about what you're doing. But us in this late age, and it's not really late, but, people that are in their 20s or 30s, we have to think about our actions are actually sticking with us. Like, and people bring them up. So that's another reason why I wanted to talk about reputations because again, I don't have a squeaky clean record. Like I've done shit. I've, been in shit. I'm not the damn preacher's daughter or whatever the case may be because even the preacher's daughters aren't the best. But I said it to say like people when you're trying to elevate and you're ready to go to your next level or God is taking you to your next level, you got to understand that everybody can't go with you. People will try and remind you of your past you. What are you bringing up something that's old for? To remind me about my actions? You know what I be wanting to tell people in the most respectful way? Most respectful way? Fuck you. What are you bringing up my bad past for? What did that just do for you? Did that just add any money in your bank account? Did that just make you lose any weight? Did that just make you any smarter? Did that just make you any happier? What did that do for you bringing up my past or even not even just my past, someone else's past? Because I see people do it. They could be having a conversation. Oh, she used to do X, Y, and Z. Or she did X, Y, and Z. Okay, she did. And she probably grew. And, I can't speak on what certain people do, but I see people trying to dig up people's skeletons in old dirt. Like, leave that shit in the past. Now, if they a killer, then shit. Yeah, she stabbed, he killed. Like, if we having a conversation and they free, like, first of all, don't tell me if nobody killed nobody, okay? Because I don't want to know. I don't want to be implicated in none of that. Don't tell me that shit. Keep it to your damn self. Whew, don't tell it to me. Don't tell it to me. Please don't. But I'm just saying that to say, like, people really be trying to bring up your past as if we didn't live in it already. Like, at one point, it was my present. So bring it up, like, okay. What's next? Okay, I did this, but what about all this that I've done? Yeah, somebody tried it with me. Somebody tried it recently. Call themselves trying to me coming to them with a business proposal, like trying to do business with them, and call themselves trying to bring up my past. I'm like, if you felt the need to bring that up right now, like literally, I caught myself. I'm growing, you guys, every day as a woman. I pat myself on the back. Let me give myself a round of applause. Yes, girl. Yes, yes, yes. I'm growing every day because when the person did it, I said, you know what? Just walk away. I walked away. I could have threw my drink because I've been listen. See, this my safe place. I said this what I'm about to do. I'm about to stop arguing with people. I'm not fighting anybody. I'm not arguing. Like I've been said I gotta stop doing that. Arguing. Like we're not even in the same tax bracket. What am I arguing with you for? Do you even have a passport? No? Okay. Come argue with me when you get one. Have you ever been out there? No. Oh, what? Argue with me when we're on the same level. We're not on the same level, so I cannot be stooping down to people's levels. And that is a part of the reputation. Like, I shouldn't be arguing with nobody that I could put on a payroll in the most humblest way. I'm just saying. But these people be trying to, bring the worst out of you. However, the person literally, like, I brought up the proposal and they brought up something in my past. And I was just like I had to pause because I was really like shook. Like I was shocked. I was like, it took a turn because I'm like, that's what you said? Like that came out of your mouth out of all things? Not congratulations, not, but you know what? That be jealousy. That be hate. That's what that is. I don't know no other reason of why a person would bring up your past and try and slander your reputation. And although we were in an outing, like in an outside setting, like we were outside in a sense, but it was just a conversation between him and I. It's still the principle that you brought up. You tried to make me feel some type of way. And you know what? Seeing a person again, like a week later, you know what I did? Gave him the damn hand, brick wall. And like I said, I'm growing because this is the evilness in me sometimes, you know. I had a drink in my hand, and I'm not gonna lie. The devil was playing advocate at that moment because I wanted to throw that drink in his face. But I said, you know what? They got too many people around him, and they gonna just be like, she crazy, or whatever a person want to say, they're gonna say it, not knowing what triggered it. You know, people always look at the reactions of things that people do, and then they go with it. And that's just it, you know. And especially if you somebody that don't be in no problems or don't have any confrontation or really do anything or don't have a bad rep, they want to see you in that bad light. People negativity, it runs longer than positivity, okay? But listen, I'm one of them people, long as they talking, I don't care if they talking good or bad. Just keep on talking, baby. Keep on. Listen, I love it. If you like it, I love it. And that's just how you have to be about it. You can't beat yourself up about it. You can't want to defend everything because I'm a person, I'm not defending and I'm not clearing up no rumors. Okay, cool. What's next? Next. That's just me. And that's just how you gotta have to, that's what I've learned I have to be because you'll get old trying to clear up things and trying to defend everything. And no, let them think what they want to, let them say what they want. It is what it is. It is what it is. And most of the time it's not gonna come to you. It's not gonna come directly to you. It's just gonna be like floating around. Grown as it was just okay. Okay. They not gonna tell it to me. That's why I said when that person did what they did, not too long ago, I said I'm growing because that drink could have been in his face, but it wasn't. That's me growing. So I said that to say, you know, reputations are important and the people, right? So I did kind of like make me a little list, not really a list, but I was like, I kind of wanted to touch bases on, you know, your reputation. It is your character, right? But your actions. So doing good things. You could be always on community service or always feeding the homeless. You're gonna have a reputation for that. It's a reflection of you. Or you could be out here stealing and scamming people, and then you got a reputation for stealing and scamming. You know, you pick the actions you choose to partake in, right? And also, like I said before, my actions reflect me. I don't ever want anyone to be like, oh, you know, my actions reflect my mother because I'm perfectly capable of thinking for myself. Whatever I do, I told myself to do it. Excuse me. I told myself to do it, not my mom. Now, I mean, sometimes she might tell me to do some things, but that's between her and I. Because I am my mother's daughter. But listen, and always, I'm my daddy's daughter and my mother's daughter. But I'm more of like my mother than my father. Y'all don't, y'all. But anyways, I said your actions and who they reflect. Your actions do not reflect your people. I don't really look at it like that. Like I don't, and I mean, I guess that's because I just don't think it should. I don't think what you do should reflect your family. Like, you know, when people like a celebrity, they damn long cousin down the line, oh, such and such great nephew robbed the corner store. Why are you even attaching this person's name to this person's crime? Like, that is crazy. So that's why I personally don't think that should be a thing. What I do should not reflect on nobody else. Again, whether it's good or bad. Because if I do a good deed, I did a good deed. Oh, I don't want you to say, oh, you know, that was such and such daughter that robbed the bank. I'm always using this robbery stuff. I don't know why, y'all. I'm not going to rob a bank. But I don't want y'all to slap my mom's face on a thing. Like, just put my face on the next to whatever I did. Opposed to, oh, well, again, don't put my mom's face on it. Oh, she's out here paying people bills. Such and such daughter. No. Just associate. Just do it. Just me. If she's not helping me pay the people bills, just it's just for me. It's just my rep, good or bad. And like I said, why do people do that? Why do people feel a need to do that? And I just feel like it's just more of a talk thing. It's more of a talk thing. Because it's more of the bad shit that people are going to attach to other people's names than the good things. And I just don't like that. We should stop doing it. Stop attaching other people's reputation and actions to family or whatever the case may be. Now, I will kind of say maybe if you are married, that I might have to consider that in a thing. Because if you're married and your husband and you're a lawyer, right? And your husband is out here doing fraud, of course the world is gonna say, oh, lawyer such and such married to scheme artist such and such is husband is going down for X, Y, and Z. Yes. Cause now they're about to take you into investigations. So it's like certain things like that. Okay, I get it, but don't be putting that damn person's mother and father on there, or sister and brother. Like, that's crazy. That's wild. That so I guess I'm being biased. Maybe I'm being biased. I don't know, but I think only one person should go down for it unless you are associated with it, and get the credit unless you was associated with it, whether it's good or bad. And then I also said the company you keep, right? So the company you keep also reflects your reputation. If you are a person that this is a safe place. It's my lounge. Say you are a person that hangs around people that does hardcore drugs. And whatever you consider hardcore drugs is, I'm not gonna say whatever. And you don't do it. Well, if you're around these people, you know what they say, birds of a feather flock together. And I've always been against that whole little terminology, because I've always hung with people that was nothing like me. I don't know why or how, but I always say I'm too hood for the bougie girls and I'm too bougie for the hood girls. Like, I'm in between. So I always had a mixture of friends. Like, I had the, friends that was this type of way, and I had friends that, I'm just a nice blend, okay? I'm just a nice blend. Okay? That's just me. I'm good. I'm yin and yang. I'm 50-50. I got it all. But if you are around people that do drugs, people are going to think you probably do drugs and probably never done drugs in your life. But it's just the company you keep is it's kind of rubbing off on your reputation. So you got to kind of change that, right? So I'm in that process. I am trying to just change my company. I'm trying to change my actions, right? How I react to things and how respond to things, right? Because it's my reputation. And then I'm trying to change the people that I am associated with, because truth be told, you guys, I am tired of people. I'm just sick and tired. I'm so sick of seeing people, and I'm saying this, y'all, in the most humblest way, but I am sick and tired of seeing people that I consider friends not elevating. I have to get away from it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. If you are not trying to change, that's all on you. I can't keep hearing the shit. I mean, I'm just tired of it. It's draining. It's draining, and it's a reflection of me, I feel like. Because if I'm being around a bunch of motherfuckers that's doing nothing, I'm gonna start not doing nothing. And that's why I don't like to hang too much. I might go get a drink or whatever every now and again, but I'm never hanging. I don't hang with anybody. I hang with Benjamin Franklin, Alexander Hamilton, Chase Bank. I hang with those type of associates. Like, that's what I hang with. I don't really hang with anyone. Hanging is like we around each other all day, every day. I'm not around no one all day, every day, but me, myself, and God. Shit, no. If I'm seeing you more than 3 times a week and we're not dating or we're not getting any money together, You got to move around. But listen, I'm going to do you the favor. I'm going to move around because, baby, I'm not trying to be around you all day and we not getting no money together. If you don't work for me, I don't even see my staff. I don't see my staff that often. So I do not want to see people that's not doing anything with me in my life to elevate more than 3 times a week. Really, 2 times should be the max. I'm just being honest. And that's the weekend. On the weekend. Yes. Yeah, but I'm changing because I'm just like, I said that this was my $1 million year, and I'm just like, I'm not around millionaires. I'm just around, I don't even know what they are. I was. And nothing is wrong with it. I just need a change. I want my reputation to change. I want to be in places that I can't get in, and I can't get in these places around the people that can't get in. I need to be around people that can get in the doors that I'm trying to get in. You get what I'm saying? So, yes, the company you keep, your actions, all that reflects your reputation, your habits, right? If you have the habit of drinking every day, motherfuckers gonna just start to think you're an alcoholic. And at one point, people just was like, oh, you drink every day. Or you know what people would always tell me? Oh, you party. You always partying. And that shit offends me because you're on the outside looking in. Don't know shit about me. You just see that I'm lit on Instagram. And how my life is lit in real life. Am I partying every day? No. Do I drink every day? No. But people just think, this Instagram is just like, it's like, they think that they know. Like, just because you see videos and pictures, you know what I'm doing. You don't know shit. And then I used to tell people, I'm like, are you mad that I can party every day if I am? Are you mad that you can't? Like, that's my response started to get to be like snobbish, and I hate being like that with people, but I'm tired of people asking me the same shit. Like, I had a cousin ask me like, oh, you hungover? I'm telling you guys, it took everything in me to not like really pop her bubble, because I'm like, what made you feel like you could even ask me that? Or am I hungover? Girl, what? I felt so like, if she wasn't my cousin, and if we wasn't in the setting that we was in, and if she was a broad on the street, because that's how I really treat my family. Like, they broad, like, I don't really care about them because they don't care about me. But if we was not in the setting that we were in, she would probably got a mouthful, because it's like, why would you ask me if I'm hungover? And if I was, do you want to see how much money I made on this hungover day? Like, that's the type of things I be wanting to tell people, but then I look like I'm being too cocky. But then you just kind of lowball, like you hit a low blow with that. Am I hungover? But because you watch me off of whatever page you watch me, because I don't even think you follow me, so why the fuck are you asking me, am I hungover? But then I didn't want to get into that conversation. But that's because people be watching. That's why I say I don't care who's listening or not listening, because they are listening. People are watching. Okay, because I'm like, how the fuck do you even know that I drink? We ain't never have a drink together. So why are you asking me if I'm hungover? But again, that's a story and a conversation for another day. But I say that to say, drinking every day, it becomes your reputation. Partying every day, it becomes it's a lifestyle. It reflects your reputation. And nothing is wrong with drinking every day. Long as you can control it. And shit, if you want to be an alcoholic, so be it. I don't give a goddamn. I don't care. Just don't drink and drive. I don't care what you're doing. I truly don't. I don't drink every day. I thought at one point I was getting to the point where I was drinking, even if it was me having wine. And I say this to say I don't drink hard liquor every day. I couldn't do that. My kidneys and my liver would hate me. No. And I'm a person that drinks water every day. I drink bottles. I mean, like 4 or 5 bottles of water a day. Probably more than that. I'm sure it's more than that. But I couldn't drink hard liquor every day. But I do be wanting wine, especially, right? Me being an entrepreneur. Everyone has their vice. I don't care what no one says. I don't do drugs. I drink. All I do is drink. That's it. Don't do nothing else. And smoke hookah. That's it. Everybody has their vice. There are people that smoke weed. That's what they like to do. It mellows them out. Hey, if you shout outs to all my weed smokers. Shout outs to y'all. I love y'all. 420 is coming. 420 is on his way. Put your lighters up. No, I'm serious. Like, everybody have their vice. Some people smoke weed and that's how they get through their things and their days. Some people pop pills. Hey, if you like it, I love it. That's your life. That's your kidneys. That's your liver. That's your body. Some people do like codeine. Hey, if you're a drinker, that's all on you. Be safe out here, you guys. Some people do real, drugs like shit. Listen, I don't know about none of that shit. But everybody have their vice and people are fighting demons and shit, you don't know what a motherfucker is going through. So I said it to say, yes, I was drinking. Yes, I do drink. That's my thing. I'm going to drink probably until I become a mom. And I'm probably still gonna drink then, but I'm probably gonna just drink like wine, you know? But everybody have their vice, everybody have whatever they wanna do. Me personally, I choose to drink. And again, I was drinking heavy, and when I do drink and I catch myself drinking more than normal or whatever the case may be, it's more so because I'm stressed. I have a type of stress that other people don't have. I have a good stress, some people but I be trying to tell people, baby, you wouldn't last a week in my shoes. I be wanting to give them away, walk in them. You couldn't walk a mile in these shoes, especially in the beginning of the month. Listen, don't even try and argue with me the first 5 days of the month. I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm angry. Do not talk to me. You couldn't last those first 5 days. The bills, the reoccurring bills. You would throw this out in. I have a lot of bills. Big bills, not little ones. Okay, so if I need to have a drink from the first to the fifth, mind your damn business. Shit. Throw in a coin or two. Ask me if I need some help. Because I'm going to tell you, yes, I do. So I say that to say, like, your actions, your habits, your company, your surroundings, that shit reflects your reputation, and you guys got to be mindful of that because, again, people are always watching and people are always judging. There's always the people that don't got a degree that's not a judge in that area. Not a judge. You don't got no law degree and you over here judging, but ain't got nothing going on for yourself. I hate people like that, but that's a lot of the world. A lot of the world, people are out here judging people and not doing nothing. Not doing nothing. Just regular degular, but feel the need to sit around and judge the next person. Y'all, I don't judge nobody. Because you know what? We all bleed the same color. And when we all die, you guys, guess what? We either going 6 feet down, in the wall, cremated. We're all dying one day. We're all going one day. So I don't really care to judge nobody. That shit takes too much energy out here to be judging people. But I say that to say people are judging you. So, you kind of got to be mindful of what you do. And then, like, I think about, like, I'm going to say this. I hate to bring this up in my podcast because shit, they might pull this up in 2 years when I'm a multi-millionaire or 3 years or whatever the case may be. And I might be friends with this person. Who knows? But, like, I just seen on Twitter recently, someone was saying how Saucy Santana's career is, like, doing something crazy. The rapper, the City Girls gay guy friend. Yeah, they were saying on Twitter, like, he said something a long time ago about Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy, about how, like, her hair or whatever the case may be. And, like, I guess people, like, pulled that shit up. People always want to dig up your past. I just talked about it. And they pulled up this man tweets from, like, so long ago. And, like, now people are just, I guess something happened. I never really, like, streamed his music, but, I've listened to what comes on social media or whatever on the radio. Like, I'm not a, no. I like his music. I probably got, let me see, your walk, 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 walk. Yeah, I like that song. That's probably really on my phone. But, yeah, you got to watch what you do and watch what you say because you don't know who you're going to be in another 5 or 10 years, right? And then they're going to be digging up your shit. I always say whenever I'm almost a millionaire, not even almost a millionaire, because it's like I feel like I'm almost there. However, if I ever go to this like celebrity status, because I don't want the fame. I just want the money. But whenever I feel like I'm getting to the fame side of it, I'm deleting all my social media because what y'all are not going to do is try and end my career from some shit that I said when I was 16. Hell no. I am not her. That was the 16-year-old me. I don't even know her. That was a child. You cannot bring up something from 4 years ago and still think that's me today. Because I'd be like, shit, I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot, so you cannot judge me off my past. Yes, I said those things, but that's where my mind was at then. I've grown. Give me the grace. Give me the grace, okay? Stop judging people. You're not a judge, okay? And focus on your reputation, y'all. It's kind of like a credit score. I'm not going to lie. Nobody wants a bad credit score, but a lot of people have it. Everybody wants an 800. They really want a 770 and up or a 750 and up. They want a great credit score. So your reputation is kind of like your credit score. Like your credit score is really like your financial reputation, I guess. Like credit reputation. See? That's crazy. That was a good a simile is when you use like or as, if I'm not mistaken. Shit. That was a good simile. Like your credit score. Your reputation is like your credit score. Absolutely. That was good. Pat myself. Look at that. Good job. Your credit score is like your reputation. Your reputation is like your credit score. So y'all make sure you have a good credit score. All right. And make sure you have a good reputation. And listen, don't worry about what nobody's saying. It's just opinions. The opinions of the sheep, it does not matter. I don't know how that quote really go, but y'all know what I was about to say. So with that being said, y'all, be blessed. Till next time. You've just listened to another episode of the PPP Podcast with Moneyy, the lounge for the poised, paid, and prospering woman. The PPP Podcast was recorded live in the studio with final editing before uploading. Subscribe today to the PPP Podcast for more incredible content. Don't miss the next episode of the PPP Podcast with Moneyy on all main streaming platforms.